Hi Cancer, and welcome to your October 2020 love reading. Welcome, welcome. It's a very dark and rainy day here in England today, and so what a better way to sort of spend my time than to be here doing your reading for you. Perfect. Okay, we're going to have a look at your love situation for October. I know we're just into October, but hopefully this will be with you today if YouTube uploads the video in time. Fingers crossed. Okay. I want to thank all of you, by the way, for subscribing to the channel, for liking, for commenting, for sharing. It really, really helps the channel to develop. And, you know, I'm a bit overwhelmed, actually, because I'm heading for 1,500 subscribers. You know, when I started this channel about probably 5 months ago now, I never dreamt that we'd get to that stage so quickly. So thank you so much. If you're new to YouTube and you haven't subscribed because you're a bit hesitant about it, please be reassured that it means that you know, it doesn't mean you're going to be tied into anything, or it doesn't mean that you're going to have to pay anything, because I know that was a concern of mine the first time I clicked that subscribe button. But no, it just means that you're supporting the channel, and it also means that if you click the notification bell, every time I make a video, you'll be notified that there's a new video on the channel. So that's what it's about. Okay. Right, let's get on with it. I've done all the little housekeeping bits. I'll talk to you about private readings a little bit later, but I want to get into this reading now. So, Spirit, we're with Cancer, please. We're with Cancer. We're looking at October. Cards are very jumpy today. We're looking at October. We're looking at love for Cancer, Spirit. Okay, ooh, okay, we have deception and envy. Let's put the cards out and wait and see what's in context. We have temptation. We have obstacles and challenges. Wow, this looks like an interesting start. Passion ignited. Okay, I'm going to lay all the cards and then we'll have a look at them as they all are together. Spiritual strength, fertility. What else, please? What else, please, for Cancer? Thank you. Conflict and defeat. Goodness me, Cancer. Interesting cards here. Choose wisely. Rest and rejuvenate. Okay, let's start with these base cards and then we'll go do some clarifiers and get into the real detail of it. There may be a situation in October, Cancer, that you're not trusting. There may be something that you're feeling a bit uneasy about. You may have, you know, an instinct about something that isn't quite right in your relationship. Or it may be that there may be some self-deceit going on here, actually. You know, you may be playing games with your own mind. And that's really interesting because, again, that doesn't usually come up with this card. But for some reason, this is the feeling I'm getting from this card in this position today. That, you know, there may be something that you're not sure about, but it may be something that you're, you know, overthinking about or worrying about, a sort of a mistrustful situation, but maybe you're making more of it than there actually is, you know? It seems to me that you're worrying about somebody around you. You're worrying about their well-being. You're worrying about what they're up to. You're worried about being cheated on. Basically, this is the card of temptation, and I normally just call it my behaviour card. I don't normally talk about it in terms of cheating, but in this instance, there's definitely some feeling of deception around you, and you know, it could be that it's in your head. It could be that you're feeling that someone around you is deceiving you. Or it could actually be that someone is, because we have this temptation card as well as the deception card. So, I mean, it may be, you know, we're looking at October and this looks like early October. It may have already happened for some of you. it may not happen at all for some of you. But there's just this feeling around of mistrust. And that is going to provide a bit of a barrier in your relationship. It's certainly going to be a challenge, as it says. You know, it's certainly going to sort of stop the harmonious flow of your relationship if you're in one. And also it may be, they're showing me an image of somebody approaching somebody else and actually, you know, being very flirty and, you know, asking you out on a date. But in actual fact, this person who's asking you is already with somebody else and they're not being honest. So there may be just that you need to look out for somebody who is not being honest around you, especially if they're expressing themselves as a love interest to you, Cancer. Because there's certainly passion around. I get the feeling that this is someone that you like, or someone that likes you, that is around you. Yeah, I think the passionate feeling is mutual, to be honest. I feel that, you know, it almost feels like a fair territory, you know. It's got that sort of edge to it, that sort of disloyal, dishonest sort of feeling about it, but somebody you're feeling very passionate about, or vice versa. And Spirit want you to know that they're actually giving you the strength to deal with this situation, because they said this situation could be very harmful for you, Cancer. And it's a situation that, you know, whoever this person is around you, who is, I feel it's someone else that's doing the cheating, not you, okay? Someone else is doing the cheating, but they may approach you because you may be the person they want to cheat with, for example. But it just kind of feels like someone around you is being dishonest, deceitful, and there feels like a cheating energy. But Spirit are saying they have your back here. Excuse me. They have your back here. They're looking after you. They are giving you guidance in this situation. And they're wanting you not to get wrapped up in the passion of this situation, but to actually, you know, maintain that sense of strength, that maintain that balance. They feel that it's been put your way for you to learn from this experience, because we have the card of fertility here, which is actually a card of growth. Okay, so, you know, it's about your personal development, it's about you growing within relationships, but it's definitely going to be tricky here. And this is why Spirit are saying we've got your back, and it's right slap bang in the middle of the reading. So, you know, it's a real strong anchor for you during this situation. For those of you who are in a relationship, some of you may be having doubts about your partner and whether or not they're loyal to you, whether they're faithful to you. I'm not saying they're not, because obviously this is a very, very general reading, so please bear that in mind before, you know, you decide to take any action, because this is just, you know, these readings are general, so they're there for you to mull over, to have some thought about, and to see if it resonates with your situation, basically. But this is a time of growth for you. Some of you may feel that you need to walk away from a situation. Some of you may be walking into arguments over this situation. There's definitely some sort of imbalance going on in the month of October from what we see on the base cards here. So they're asking you to make wise choices, and that's why they're here giving you their spiritual backing. They're saying you may have some choices to make in the month of October, Cancer. It may not be easy. There may be some, as they said, challenges that come along with it. There may be somebody in your environment who's pregnant, you know, or it could just be about your personal growth, which is more the case, I think. But you could be walking away from a situation because you're having to make choices for your own sanity, really, because the situation you're in is not as you expected it to be. Or if you haven't met this person yet, it's not going to be as straightforward. Just be very cautious about who you meet in October. You know, if you feel there's any red flags, or if you just get that instinctual feelings that they're not being honest with you, then pay attention to those feelings. Because, you know, it could be for some of you, you're walking away from a situation because you've had to make this choice for your own sanity and your own emotional well-being, because someone is playing you, someone is deceiving you, Cancer. And you're going to need some time out. You're going to need to just maybe, you know, if you enjoy nature, then you're going to need to be amongst nature for a little while. You need to not be where your phone is. You don't need people ringing you all the time, asking you what's happening. You just need some time out for you, okay? Because it just feels like, yeah, it just feels that like you've got someone who is playing you around you, and I'm sorry about that. As I say, I would love these readings always to be nice and fluffy and jolly, but sadly sometimes they have a message to tell you that needs to be heard by some of you, not all of you. This will not apply, and I'm going to make a real point of this again. This will not apply to all of you, so please don't leave this reading feeling that all your partners are, you know, cheating or deceiving you. That isn't the case. It may not even be your partner, but you have got someone around you who is very close to you, who you felt a lot of passion for, but there's some cheating going on. I'm feeling it very strongly. Let's do some clarifiers, Cancer, and see if we can get more information about this. Okay. The good thing here is that you are being supported to make the decisions you need to make, and you will get your time out from this situation. So let's see, Spirit, why does Cancer have deception and envy, please? Why do they have deception and envy, please? Yeah, they're saying to you, their advice to you is you need to take the lead in a situation, and that's where these decisions come in. You need to take the lead in a certain situation, because they said you know the truth, Cancer. You know what's happening here. Trust your instinct in a situation because it's leading you in the right direction. Okay? And you need to take the lead in making a decision here. Okay, they gave me the second card. Yeah. They're saying, look, you know, you need to do some inner work here. You need to breathe, you need to relax. You know, if someone else is behaving in a way that isn't helpful to you, that isn't supporting your highest good, then you need to do some inner soul searching. This is about you looking within. And, you know, you need to also be cautious that you're not mirroring the behavior of someone else. Okay, so if that person is, you believe, cheating or is behaving in a way that you're not happy with, then that's something you need to check, because sometimes we come across people in life that we sort of mirror in our behaviour, and, you know, that's something they're asking you to be very mindful of. So you may need to do a bit of soul searching, but in actual fact, you need to make sure that you're protecting you here. And I'm not saying that you're at major risk or anything. I just feel that someone is, you know, basically playing with your feelings here, Cancer. So why does Cancer have obstacles and challenges, Spirit? What do you need to tell them, please? What do you need to tell them, please? Obstacles and challenges. Yeah, they said you'll get through this. Look, you know, you may have these obstacles at the moment. It may be a big challenge, but you will make the right decision for you, Cancer, and you will get your well-deserved reward. Okay? So, you know, just go with it. This situation's going to be sorted out. You have spiritual backing. They're going to help you to make the right decision. And, you know, you will get the reward that you deserve. You don't deserve to be treated badly, basically, or to be deceived by somebody that you thought was there for you, you know? So why do we have passion ignited? Thank you. Yeah, they're telling you to choose your battles here, you know? There may be emotions running very high is what they've just said. So you need to choose your battles, you know. It is going to be, you know, it was passion that brought you together, but it is going to be a situation where, you know, you're going to have to choose. Again, choose wisely. You're going to have to choose which arguments you get into and which you don't, and whether or not it's worth having an argument about, or whether you just walk away from this situation, Cancer. Because, you know, underpinning all this is the issue of trust, you know. Can you trust this person? Let's see. Yeah, it's time to nurture you, Cancer. Look, you know, Spirit are working with you. They're backing you. They're looking after you. They're helping to nurture you. They're going to guide you through the obstacles and challenges, and they're going to help you to make the right choice. But this is time for you to put yourself first and to nurture yourself, because you do not deserve to be treated badly by anybody. Okay, so why do we have fertility? What is this about, please? What is the fertility about, please, for Cancer? Do you want me to take that? It's that one, okay. Yeah, look, it's all about your growth. You're going to have to discuss this issue with somebody, because it's all about you needing to open up. It's all about your personal development, your personal growth. And they've just said the word honesty. It's about you being honest in this situation about how you're feeling, you know. It's not the time anymore, Cancer, to turn a blind eye to whatever you feel is going on. You need to have those discussions, and you need to be honest with yourself, because you are being spiritually guided. So, you know, your instinct is not going to let you down here. Your intuition is not going to let you down. You're a very emotional but very loyal sign, and sometimes, you know, when you're loyal in the wrong direction, it can be very, very painful. Why do we have conflict and defeat? Do you know, I can never say that word. I can say it on its own, defeat, but when it says conflict and defeat, I always say conflict and defeat. Anyway, let's find out about it. Why do we have conflict and defeat, please, Spirit, for Cancer? Yeah, look, you may have to walk away from a situation, or you may have walked away from a situation in the past, or you may just walk away from arguments. You may not be interested in arguing with anybody, you know. You may get this person coming to you to try and plead their side of the story, but in actual fact, Cancer, I think, you know, you will come to the realisation that you don't want to be involved in arguments. You don't want to be looking over your shoulder all the time. You want a peaceful life. You know, you deserve this time to rest and rejuvenate your soul. So, you know, this is your time to shine. Don't stay in this dark energy. It's unnecessary. And I know that's easier said than done. But this is the guidance Spirit are giving you, Cancer. So why do Cancer have to choose wisely, please, Spirit? What's this about? Why are they choosing wisely? Yeah, they said you've got to be clear about what you want, and you've got to really stick to, you know, your morals, what you believe. Things are going to become a lot clearer. Spirit are really helping you to clear this situation out and to be able to see which direction to go in, you know. But it's also about being true to yourself, you know. Look at him, letting go of the butterfly. You may have thought that if you have a person around you that this resonates with you about your situation, you may have thought that this person, you know, was a beautiful butterfly, but, you know, now you're feeling this is time to let that person go, you know. For some of you, it won't be for all of you. For some of you, you'll just be a lot clearer about a situation and be better placed to make a well-informed decision. So why do Cancer need to rest and rejuvenate, please? Why do they need to rest and rejuvenate? Why do they need to rest and rejuvenate? Because you've got some new vitality coming in. So Cancer, it's your time. You know, you need to take some time for yourself. As I say, don't take your mobile phone unless you're going somewhere and you need it for security, obviously. But you know, if you get a chance just to wander through a garden, even, you know, anywhere where there's nature, it really does fill your spirit back up, your batteries, your emotional batteries. But they said, you know, have a rest, because you've got some new vitality coming in, which is going to be absolutely lovely for you, and it's going to make you feel energized if you take the time out to relax now. So I'm going to go through with some tarot clarifiers, because we really need more information on this. So let's see. Let's see. Why do Cancer need to take the lead with their feelings of deception, please? What is this about, Spirit? Why do they need to take the lead? Thank you. Yeah, because you need to balance things out. There's some healing that needs to happen here, Cancer. You know, this is what they're saying all along. They want you just to breathe through it, to be relaxed about it, you know. And I know that's really difficult when you feel that someone isn't being truthful or honest, or, you know, they're going behind your back. But for your sake, again, the nurturing is coming in. Spirit are sending you nurturing. You know, you have to get some balance in this situation. So what they're saying to you is, if you were spending your time, you know, worrying about this, wondering what was going on, it's time for you to take the lead in this situation and finally figure out what is going on, because that will give you a better sense of balance. Why do we have just breathe and temptation, please? Why do we have just breathe and temptation for Cancer? Oops. Yeah, they're saying you need this reflecting time. You need this more relaxed time. You need to do some inner soul searching about what you want and what you would accept from this situation, because, you know, yeah, it just feels really, not really difficult, but it feels like the moment has, I was going to say the moment has passed. It feels like there's been a lot of hurt happening, and you've been suspicious about a lot of things that are happening, which is why you're doing some inner soul searching at the moment. But they're saying do this soul searching because you have the ability to manifest the outcome that you want in this situation, you know. And they just said to me the word truth. So you will be able to manifest the truth from this situation if you take the lead and you address it. They've just said to me there's no need for confrontation. I don't see you as a confrontational sign, Cancer, to be honest. But, you know, this situation just needs to be, needs to be addressed, and you have what it takes to manifest the outcome that is best for you in this situation. You have friends around you who will support you, will, you know, maybe take you out and have some fun times. You could have some fun times with them. You know, we did see that there's going to be a good outcome from this. So, you know, don't be fearful, and don't let it stop you from addressing the issue because you're afraid of the outcome, because we know that you're going to get a well-deserved reward at the end of this. And we know that you've got people around you that you're going to be able to have fun with, that are going to support you through this situation. And it's, you know, there's of course a celebration. So, you know, it could well be because you've been living under a shadow, it feels like, Cancer. And, you know, if this reading resonates with you, then it feels like you've been living under a shadow for a while. And, you know, it's almost like you're going to step into the light there, which is why they're telling you to shine down here. Why do we have choose your battles and passion ignited, please? Yeah, look at you. You're moving away from a situation. So they're saying, regardless of how passionate you felt about this situation in the first place, emotions are now running very high. They're asking you to choose your battles and move away from them. Move away from the battles. You don't need, Cancer, the stress in your life. You don't need to sit there and, you know, argue with people about anything, you know. Move away from the battles. You've got to look after your inner being. They want you to nurture yourself. So, thank you. Yeah, they want you definitely out of this energy. Because they're saying, Cancer, if you don't address this issue and you don't sort of at least have the discussions about this issue, you know, and follow your instinct, that is the most important message here. Follow your intuition, regardless of what this person says to you about this situation. Follow your intuition, because you've been at a standstill and you've been keeping yourself in a worried mindset here. This person who sits in this circle of swords is keeping herself trapped. The ties on her hands aren't actually tied, they're loose ribbons. I don't know how clearly you can see that card. But she could easily just take her hands apart, take off her blindfold and walk between the swords. The little bird up here is trying to tell her to do so. But she's choosing to stay where she is. So Cancer, if you're choosing to stay in this situation of worry, doubt and mistrust, you are keeping yourself imprisoned, and this is what they don't want you to do. They are helping you to get out of that mindset and to nurture yourself, to enable you to move forward. Why do we have open up and fertility, please? Why do we have open up and fertility, please? Yeah, the only way things are going to move forward is if you open up and have these discussions. It's going to be so good for your personal growth. Let me just pick them up so you can see them. We had the fertility card, if you remember. There's a card of expansion, a card of growth. The only way that that growth is going to happen is if you open up and have the discussions you need to have, okay? Because that is what's going to move things forward. You have some very, very powerful energies on this table already today, because we've pulled 6 cards. 3 of them are major arcana cards from the tarot. We have the Hierophant, the Magician and the Chariot, all on the table. Powerful, powerful energies, Cancer. So it's a very significant month for you, this. Why do we have shine and conflict and defeat, please? Oh, I said it right then. Conflict and defeat, please. Why do we have shine with conflict and defeat? Oop. Why do we have shine with conflict and defeat? Okay, thank you. So we have the Two of Swords. They want you to shine, Cancer. They don't want you to stay and not be clear about what you're doing. Look at this lady. She's trying to get a bullseye on the dartboard with her dagger. I say the dartboard, but you know what I mean. Her target, I should say. She's not playing darts, is she? No. But you know what I mean. Anyway, she's trying to find her way forward without actually being clear. If she took her blindfold off and woke up to the situation she was in, then she'd see things clearly. Equally, if you take the blindfold off from the conflict and, you know, what is going on for you, then you'd be able to shine. But until you take off your blindfold and open up with this situation, you're going to be trying to do things blindfolded, okay? So, yeah, it's all about clarity. It's all about opening up. It's all about being honest with how you see this situation. And it's about what you'll put up with anymore, you know? Your life is yours, Cancer. It's not for someone else to actually mess you about and then dictate what you have to do as a result. You know, it doesn't matter about the circumstances. So let's see. Why do we have clarity of belief and choose wisely, please? Thank you. Yeah, look, it may take some time. The Hanged Man is here again, another major arcana. Powerful energies here, you know, and it may take you some time to be clear about the decisions that you're going to make, Cancer. It may have taken some time, you know, it may take a little time longer. You will know what fits with your situation, what resonates. And please do let me know, Cancer, who this resonates for today. If this touches on your situation, then please let me know, because this is for a very, very specific group of Cancerians today. It may, you know, it just feels that you needed to hear this message in order to be able to move things forward for you, for your highest good. So why do we have rest and rejuvenate and new vitality, please? Rest and rejuvenate and new vitality, please. Wow. Wow. Again, another major arcana. We'll come back to that in a minute, but look at this. So they're saying the outcome of this is, if you take this time out, you make your decisions, you take your action, you rest and rejuvenate to, you know, recover from whatever you put up with over here, you will feel this new vitality. And at that point, Cancer, your wishes will be fulfilled. Star card, one of my favourite cards in the tarot. Absolutely beautiful card. This is all about wish fulfillment. Okay, so, you know, you'll get there. You will get there. You've just got to get through these obstacles, but Spirit are backing you here. They're nurturing you. They're helping you deal with this situation. You need to open up. You need to start shining. You need to get that clarity going. Again, we have, you know, clarity of belief here. I didn't notice that. We have clarity of belief there, and the Two of Swords there saying, take your blindfold off, Cancer. See this situation for what it is. You know, who is this person that's deceiving you? And it may take some time, but take, you know, during that time, take time out to rest and rejuvenate, because your wishes are about to be fulfilled. This is a highly significant month for you, Cancer. A highly significant month. I'm going to pull some romance angels just out of interest, because, you know, this is, as I say, such a specific message that I'm not sure that the romance angels, I'm not sure how they're going to fit. Okay, so for some of you, children could be affecting this relationship. So your love life is being affected by children, it says. That may be why some of you have chosen to stay. You maybe know you're being deceived, but you've stayed because of there's children in the mix here. And they're saying, look, there's forgiving and learning. It's time to forgive yourself, you know. Maybe some of you have been sort of beating yourselves up and being hard on yourselves for getting yourself into this situation. But no, you don't get yourself into this situation. It takes two people to get into a situation that's difficult in a relationship. So this is about learning the lessons you've learned from this situation, you know, opening your eyes and not going into things blindfolded in future, and forgiving yourself for being, you know, having this experience. It's all part of learning, you know. And it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This is exactly what they're saying. They're saying, nurture yourself, Cancer, shine, bring this new vitality in by resting, and that is what's going to bring more love in and bring you what you really want in terms of your wish fulfillment. This is an incredibly powerful reading, Cancer. I know for some of you it won't be the best reading, because some of you it will not resonate with at all. I can't help that. I just have to give you the message that Spirit are giving. So please bear that in mind when you're disliking the video. You know, it is as it is. I have to give you the message that I'm given. So this was obviously important for a certain group of you today. Incredibly powerful. And like I said, we've only pulled 9 tarot cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 9 major arcana cards. These are very powerful cards, very strong messages to you. So please take them on board, Cancer. You know, please take from it what you find helpful. As I say, general readings, they're not there for you to make life decisions on, but, you know, it just could help to hear some of the advice from Spirit today. Right, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end. I think there were important messages for you to hear. So if you did like the reading, then please do like it, if you know what I mean. And please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Also, the work readings were on the channel from last week. So for those of you who want work and career guidance, those videos are already on the channel for the month of October. So please check those out too. Okay, take care, Cancer. Have a beautiful October. You're heading for beautiful times with wish fulfillment, and you can get through this other stuff because you have Spirit with you. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.